I'm Julie Samaco with Southern Charm Wreaths, and welcome to my wreath shop. Southern Charm Wreaths, we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. And again, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to fill up the toolbox. Oh, look, I can see myself. Fill up this cute little toolbox and with some spring flowers, because I'm going to put it in my kitchen window. What you're going to need for supplies are this toolbox. You're going to need a toolbox. We need some like styrofoam in here. I have the sheet moss and I've already started covering. So I've covered the back. This will be the back, I guess. I don't know. And this will be the front. And I just lay the sheet moss on top of it. Just like this. Can you guys see me all right? Put this over here. All right, and then I'm going to use the floral picks. You know, the U-shape floral pins. And I'm going to stick them in the moss, you know, that way it'll stick to the styrofoam. Glue in the bottom. But it's probably going to be tight enough that you don't necessarily need it. All right, so here we go. Let's try this again. If it overlaps a little bit, because that will look real pretty. I think it's gonna look real natural. You don't want it looking you know, you don't want it too boxed up. If it hangs over just a hair, you can also rip this and spread it out just a little bit, which is what I'm doing, and then secure it with some floral pins. You see, do you see how it overlaps a little bit on the sides? That's okay, because when we put our flowers in, it's going to look a little bit more natural. Looking good so far, don't you think? These at Michael's. So this is at Michael's. This is a Michael's project, I guess, today. This at Michael's. And then I got this at Michael's. All right. And I've got this at Michael's, okay? Got some yellow ribbon that I might add some ribbon. I'm just going to take the knife right down the center to split that open. So if I want it to stick out right about there, I know I need to cut it right there, all right? So I'm using the toolbox to measure. And I'm gonna cut it on an angle, because that makes a little edge, pointy thing that you can like stick down in real easier. When you put things together like that, it makes more of an impact visually. Cut the ribbon. I'm going to use a floral pick. this wooden floral pick with the little wire on the end. And what I'm going to do is make a loop. I'm going to have it coming out right there. So this is, I'm trying to see how long to make the loop. All right, so what I'm going to do is pinch it right like that, then bring it to the back and then pinch it again. If your ribbon is not solid on both sides, you're going to have to twist it so that you have the good part showing on both. You know, you want the good part of the ribbon showing on the front. And then I'm going to take a floral pick and wrap it around the center where I've pinched it. And run it down the wooden pick. And I'm going to use some floral tape and just tape off the wire. You guys, if you want to learn more about using tools to make wreaths and flower arrangements, you should consider my Wreath of the Month Club. I'm teaching all kinds of tools in there. I even give you a list of tools. And wreaths, you know, I teach all about the different types of wreaths that you can use. So now I'm going to just dovetail the ends of these just like that, fold it in half, and then you cut it at an angle. And I'm going to stick that down. Right there. I think I'm going to cut the ribbon just a little bit shorter. So I added, you see where I added the ribbon right there? Isn't this cute? All right, and then I thought it would look really cute with the yellow ribbon, but this is ceramic, or what do you call it? Glass-like. So I can't put anything. I'm gonna have to find a place to sit it. This is one of the stems that I cut off of the greenery. I'm going to use that to push this down in the styrofoam to anchor it, and I'm hoping that I can sit the little bunny on top of it. I think I might double it up. All right, I'm gonna put that down in there. Moved one stem to make room. Oh yes, 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 that's going to look adorbs. All right, so let me give you a bird's eye view of what I did. Do you see right there? So what I did is I stacked some styrofoam on top of each other, and I took an extra piece of the floral stem that I cut off of another flower, and I'm just using that to secure it down in there. I'm going to use another one. See, just like that, another one long, and pierce it all the way through the styrofoam to the base. I'm going to have to glue him on there. Put a lot of glue because it's heavy. Just going to hold that in place for a minute. Let me put a little bit more something around the bunny so he blends in a little bit. So it does look like he's a little more nestled. There. So I added just a little piece of greenery right there in front of him. So he looks like he's nestled in. So now I'm just going to go around the sides and make sure that I don't want to add it. Sometimes you have to step back and look and see if it's even. You know, if there's a lot of greenery kind of overflowing right there, you might want to add just a little bit more on this corner so that it matches. I'm always teaching in my Wreath Making of the Month Club, if you look from all angles. So if I look at this on the side, not the front and not the back, but the side, you should be able to see color spread throughout, you know, top and bottom, in and out, all the way through it. That's how you know you've spread out, you know, you've gotten enough color evenly distributed throughout your piece. So you can see what I mean. If you're looking on the side right there, you should see all the colors, you know, in and out, all the way through the whole side. So don't just look at it on the front, look at it on the sides too. All right, so here's the little cabbage heads, and you notice that I kept them grouped together. I grouped my daisies together over there to draw my eye in so that I could see the bird's nest right there. And then I scattered the greenery throughout. I grouped my berries together right there. I propped up the little bunny rabbit so that you could see it. You guys, if you love it, will you please just do me a favor and share? That would be the world to me. That would be my tip jar. You can see the greenery that's showing through the moss that we covered. So here's the back, full of green spring goodness. I just love all the different textures. The variegated flowers or leaves, meaning there's the different, you know, colors that's variegated. That adds so much interest, don't you think? And you've got some greenery, so I've got ivy and grasses and daisies, and then I don't know the names of any of these leaves, but that's the back. So here's the side. So, and here's the front that says, I know it's backwards on your camera, I mean on the camera, because of the way I have to do to reverse the camera so I can see your comments, but it says flower garden on the front, that little template or that little plate. Again, all of this was from Michael's, except for the ribbon. Thanks again for joining me, and if you have any questions, make sure you ask them and I'll be happy to answer them. And can I just say, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for following me. I have so much fun sharing my God-given talent with you. I know sometimes I'm a little, you know, fumbling around or whatever, but I do have a lot of fun talking and chatting with you. And can I just say that you are just a blessing to me, and I hope I'm a blessing to you sometimes too. So thanks again so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a very blessed night, and I will chat with you next time.